Hello everybody, welcome to start number 27 in the Mark Fidrych replay. Only 3 starts remaining. Today's game plus 2 more. And Fidrych currently standing at 16-6 in the replay. And he was 16-9 this far in the regular season. He won his last 3 starts to finish 19-9. So we'll see if we can win these last 3 starts. 2 are against Cleveland and 1's against Milwaukee, so the opponents aren't that dangerous, but you never know. So Fidrych will be on the mound, and his mound opponent will be Rick Waits of the Cleveland Indians. He was 7-9 with an ERA of an even 4. So he's hoping that his Tigers can get him some run support. Let's go through the lineups very quickly. It looks like everything is pretty copacetic, so I'll put the score sheet in here and make sure we can see everything. I think we can. I think I can fit everything in there now. Alrighty. So I will have a seat and we will get going. The starting lineup for the Cleveland Indians. Dwayne Kuiper leads off at second. Rick Manning in center. Larvell Blanks at short. Rico Carty the DH. Boog Powell at first. George Hendrick in left. Buddy Bell at third. Tommy Smith in right. And Ray Fosse behind the plate. For the Tigers, kind of an interesting lineup. Scrivener's at second leading off. He's usually batting way down here. Ogilvie is now at first base today. He's got an error rating of 19, so not very good. Rusty Staub's in right. Willie Horton the DH. Mickey Stanley went from third base, is now in center field. Marvin Lane gets his first time in the replay for Fidrych that I've used Marvin Lane, but he is a starting left fielder. Again, not very good. He's got an E14. Mankowski's at third. Kim, the personal catcher, bats eighth and plays catcher, and Mark Wagner, shortstop, bats ninth. All right, so finishing up the warm-up tosses is Mark Fidrych, and he'll be facing Dwayne Kuiper of the Cleveland Indians to get us going. I think the lighting is okay. Let me plug in this other lamp. I think I might get better lighting this way. We shall see if that is the case. See how it looks through the. I think it's a little bit better. A little more light on the subject now. I think so. I think we're better off because right now it's about 4:15 or so on Wednesday afternoon, late afternoon. Sun is setting, so the light is, from the outside is only providing so much. So we got to help it out a little bit. And here we go. Mark Fidrych, start 27, and the Tigers won this game in real life 5-3. See if history repeats itself or not. This is a replay of the September 21st game at Tiger Stadium. Last home start for Fidrych. The last 2 starts will be on the road. Fidrych to Kuiper, 2-4. Possible error on a throw. Kuiper, 2-1. Ground ball to second. Possible error, and that's a 1. So Scrivener's going to make the error. He's an E7, so it is a throwing error. Now the question is, we check the range of the first baseman Ogilvie. It's only a 2. And it gets by him. Now we're going to check the BR rating of the runner, Kuiper. If the BR rating beats this die, he will make it to second base. And it's the same, so I think he gets there. I think he's going to go to second on that. Like I said, I don't have the annotated rules in front of me. Those are coming supposedly on Friday with my 69 season set. So I'm going to say it's a 2-base error. Could be wrong, but I'll just play it that way. If for our purposes, I'm just checking the ERA and everything on Fidrych, so it's an error anyway, so it'll be an unearned run to begin with. We will roll for the possible pickoff. Nothing happening. We're not going to bunt. So here's Fidrych to Manning, 3-6. A strikeout chance against a righty, but against the lefty that Manning is, it's blank. So we move on to Manning's card. 3-1. It's a ground ball to second. That'll get the runner to third base. So that was huge there because had he been at first base, it would have been a potential double play and could very well have been a double play. All right, so 1 out, runner at third. The infield's going to come in, and Larvell Blanks the batter. We're going to shoot the strategy roll because we're not going to try to pick anybody off third. So we're just going to pitch away to Larvell Blanks. 3-3, and that's the ballpark card. So we're going to Tiger Stadium. 3-5, and that's a fly to center. Is it a sacrifice fly? Well, Larvell Blanks is a 3. That's a 6, so that fails. So now we're going to check the run rating of the runner on first, Dwayne Kuiper. He's a BR rating of 3. Center fielder Stanley's a 0. 3 or less, he will make it. It's a 1, so it is a sacrifice fly. It is an unearned run. It's now officially an unearned run because that would have been the third out without the error. Plus, he wouldn't have been on base to begin with. So it's 1-0 Indians. And like I said, I don't know if I played that correctly or not. I think I did, but you never know. All right, so here is Rico Carty, the DH. 2 outs, base is clear. 1-3, and there's a star line, automatic out. And the result is a fly to center to end the inning. But the Indians grab a run. Lead it 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. I need RJL518 with me to tell me if I did that right or not. I don't know. I was going to do a live broadcast or live stream, but I decided not to. That would have been a case where that would have been nice because I might have been able to get an official ruling on it. But that's all right. Maybe it won't matter. We'll see. Rick Waits, the lefty, facing Chuck Scrivener. 2-4, and that is the ballpark card again. We go to Tiger Stadium one more time for Scrivener's at bat. 2-3 is going to ground it to first. And Boog Powell steps on the bag himself. 1 away. Here's Ben Ogilvy. Waits, 6-5, going back to the ballpark again. So again to Tiger Stadium. 2-1, that's a pop out to the catcher, Ray Fosse, for out number 2. And it's going to send up Rusty Staub. 5-2, and against a lefty, that's a star line. Against a righty, it's been a base hit. Lefty, it's a star line. So he's going to get Staub, and it's going to be via a fly to left. So 3 up, 3 down go the Tigers. Nothing going on for them. We go to the second, still 1-0 Cleveland. And Boog Powell will take his swings at Mark Fidrych. 1-1 is a K chance. Strikeout chance. He's a 9, but the stadium adds 1, so it will be a strikeout. 1 down for George Hendrick. 2-6. That's a blank on Hendrick's card. And we get a 3-6. That's a star line 2, which is a ground ball to short. Wagner over to Ogilvy, 2 down. And that brings up the third baseman, Buddy Bell. That is a 5-4, and that's a range play. So we're going to Bell's card for a range play. 3-6, star line 2, ground ball to short. We're doing the range of Wagner. He's a 4. Can he get to it? He cannot. It's a base hit. It's going to sneak by. So Buddy Bell sneaks it by for a base hit. And now Bell has an attempt of 1. But nothing's happening. Not doing any bunts or anything. So infield at normal depth with 2 outs. Here's Tommy Smith. 2-4, possible error on a throw. 5-4. And 5-4 is a fly to center, so no throw to worry about. And that's going to end the inning. Nothing for the Indians. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Tigers still in front. Willie Horton, batter, DH. Against Waits, 6-1 is blank. We go to Horton. 1-2, and that is a star line 1, which is a ground ball to second. 1 away as Kuiper makes the play over to Powell. Mickey Stanley steps to the plate. 5-1, and that's a potential walk. 18 is way too high for that. Move on to Stanley's card. 2-2, and that's a ground ball to short. Larvell blanks up with it. Over to Powell, 2 down. Brings up Marvin Lane. 6-4, that's a range play. Going to Lane's card. 5-6, question mark 7. And that's an 8. So the 8 says it's going to be a double, but we're checking the range. The left fielder could stop the double. Right here, the left fielder. And the left fielder is Hendrick. He's a 2. So if this is a 2 or less, he will make the catch. Anything more than 2, and the double stands. And so it's going to stand as a double. So Marvin Lane, his first at bat of the Fidrych replay. He's only a 188 hitter, but he found a double. And that's the way it works sometimes. All right, we'll roll the strategy roll. Make sure there's no pickoff attempt. There is not. So now we got Mankowski, lefty on lefty against Waits, but Mankowski is a generic card because he has so few at bats. So the lefty-lefty may or may not matter that much unless we roll this roll right here, 6-2. it probably isn't going to make a whole lot of difference. We'll see, though. We get 2-2, and that's a strikeout chance. 16, way too much. Mankowski, 3-4. It's ground ball to first, and that's going to end the inning. Powell steps on the bag himself. We go to the third. 1-0 favor of Cleveland. And that will send us to Ray Fosse, number 9 hitter. 4-6 for Fidrych is a potential hit by pitch, but -4 out of Fidrych is going to take care of that, plus the D20 was a 20. So we go to Fosse to finish. 6-1, ground ball to third. Mankowski over to Ogilvy, 1 away. Flip around to the top of the order for Dwayne Kuiper. 1-6 is a potential walk. 13 is too much. So we go to Kuiper. 3-2, that's a ground ball to second. This time, it's the second time he hit one to second, but this time Scribner is up to the task and did not throw it away. Here's Rick Manning. 1-2, strikeout chance, and that's going to get him. So Manning is out of there. We go to the bottom of the third, still 1-0 favor of the Tribe. And that will bring up Bruce Kim. 5-1 is potential walk, and Kim will draw the base on balls. Now, he's got an attempt of 3. -1 from weights makes it a 2. And nothing's happening with that. They will be at double play depth for Mark Wagner. 2-2, and that's a strikeout chance. 12 is right on time with the +1. That's going to be a strikeout. Even without the +1, it would have been a strikeout, but +1 just solidified it. 1 away, and here's Scribner. We're going the strategy roll. Nothing happening. We're not bunting or anything, so keeping it going. 5-3, and that is a potential error on a throw. Go to Scribner. 3-3, star line 4. That's a fly to left, so no throw is needed. Therefore, no error check. Two down now. Runner still at first. Check for a pickoff attempt, and there is none. Here's Ogilvy. 1-4. That's a single if he's tired, but he's not tired. Treated as a blank. Finish up on Ogilvy. 6-1. Star line 6 is a fly to right, and that's going to end the inning. So the leadoff walk amounts to nothing. We go to the fourth. Still 1-0 Tribe. Fidrych back out. Facing Larvell Blanks. Shortstop. Blanks. Sacrifice fly his first trip. 6-4. Double question mark against a right-hander. 1-16 is a star line. That's an 8, so it will be a star line. See what the star line is. It's a 1, so it's ground ball to second. 1 away. So Blanks is retired. Here's Rico Carty. 5-6, possible error on a grounder. 5-5. 5-5 is a double to left field. There is no grounder on that. That's just a straight double. No ground ball there whatsoever. Plus, the left, well, it would have been an error had it been checking the error on the left fielder, Marvin Lane, but when it's an error on a ground ball and it's a double to left, that you don't count that. So at least I don't. I don't care what anybody says. All right, so it just doesn't make sense. So Fidrych checking for pickoff, and that's a 20, so he's got a chance. Well, 1 is a pickoff. Nope, couldn't get him. Got back safely. Here's Boog Powell. 4-3. He's not tired, so it won't be a single. Go to Powell. 4-2. 4-2. It's a single to left field. See if that can score the run. To get from second to home on a single to left, you add 1 to the base running rating. But Carty's not that fast. Carty's only a BR of 1, makes it a 2. And Lane doesn't add anything. So it is a 2 or less to score. And 3 he's got to hold. So he will hold at third base. So runners are at the corners with 1 out. Powell has no attempt to run whatsoever, but we'll check, make sure there's no pickoff. Infield is now at double play depth for George Hendrick. They're trying to turn 2 and get out of this. Actually, Fidrych could use a strikeout, but he got a double question mark, which again, a 1-16 is a star line, and that's a 5, so it will be a star line. But what kind of star line? It's a 3, which is a ground ball to first. So potential double play. He is a 3. because of that playing infield in, or halfway, I should say. It's going to be a 3 for a double play rating for the first baseman, Ogilvy, to try to turn the double play. A 3 or less, they turn the double play. It's a 4. They don't quite get it. So they couldn't get the double play. It'll instead be a force play because Boog Powell's BR is only a 1. So the run will score. And it's going to go 3-6 on the fielder's choice, but Hendrick beat the relay, and the Indians now lead it 2-0. Check for the strategy on Hendrick. Nothing's going on. He will stay in pat. 2 down, runner at first, 2-0 Indians. Here's Buddy Bell. 6-1, potential walk, but 18's way too much. Go to Buddy Bell, 6-5, ground ball back to Fidrych. That's going to end the inning. Let the Indians grab another run and lead it 2-0. As the Indians are trying to scalp Fidrych here. That's right, I said it. All right, politically incorrect all the way. All right, here is Rusty Staub. 1-5, nothing's going on that. 4-1, fly to left, 1 away. Here's Willie Horton. 5-3, and that's a potential error on a throw. 4-1, and against a lefty, that's a ground out to short, but potential error. Shortstop blanks is only a 6, that's a 17, so no error. The ground out will be sufficient. 2 down for Mickey Stanley. Waits, 6-1 is a blank. We go to Stanley. 1-6, got it inversed. That's a question mark 7. Against a left-hander, that's a 3. Against a left-hander, 1-7 is a single. That's a 3, so it will be a single for Mickey Stanley. He reaches. He's a 1, but Waits is a -1, so no chance of a steal. But there's a chance of a balk or a pickoff, so roll for that. And nothing's happening. So now we got Marvin Lane. Doubled his last time up. 5-5 is a potential walk. 17, though, is too much. No walk. Lane, 2-5, he's going to fly to center. And that's going to end the inning. So we go to the 5th. Cleveland 2, Tigers nothing. And Tommy Smith steps to the plate. 6-2, range play at Tiger Stadium. 2-3 is a ground ball to first, but it's a range check on Ogilvy. He's only a 2. And he cannot get it, so it's going to sneak through for a base hit. A better first baseman would have gotten that, but you got to live with Ogilvy at first base. Now, Tommy Smith does have an attempt of 4, so make sure we don't skip that. And it's a 3, so we'll try to steal. He's already up to a 20. -3 from Fidrych makes him a 17. -2 from Kim is a 15. 1-15, he makes it. At 17, he got caught stealing. How about that? How about that, folks? 2-4 on the caught stealing. So Tommy Smith tried to get a little rambunctious. It did not pay off. Here's Ray Fosse. 1 out and the base is clear. 1-1's a strikeout chance. 17 too much. Fosse 2-3. Starline 2. Ground ball to short. 2 down, and that will bring up Dwayne Kuiper. It's grounded to second twice. Once he reached on the error, though, and scored. 6-2 is another range play at Tiger Stadium. Kuiper 2-1. That's a pop-up to the catcher, Kim. We're checking the range of Kim, and that is a 4. But if he fails on the range play, so a pop-up to the catcher on a failed range play, a pop-up to the catcher is a foul ball. According to this chart, it is a foul ball. When you fail the range check, it is a foul ball. So it will not be a hit. It'll just be Kuiper gets another swing. So we start over again. Fidrych, 2-3. Strikeout chance, but Kuiper's a lefty, so it becomes a blank. Move on to Kuiper's card. 2-4, ground ball to short, and that's going to end the inning. So nothing doing there in the 5th for Cleveland. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 2-0 favor the Indians. And Waits facing Mankowski. 3-6, hit by pitch. Mankowski's a 0. He's a -10, so no way. 2-3 is a fly to right field, 1 away. Mankowski is gone. Here's Kim. 5-2 is blank on Waits. Go to Kim, 5-6. That's ground ball to second, 2 down. And that brings up Mark Wagner. 1-2, possible error. 3-6, ground ball to first. Error rating on Powell is a 7. That's a 13, so Powell will be able to handle it. No problem. We go to the 6th. Still 2-0 Indians. Here from Tiger Stadium. Last game of the year at Tiger Stadium in the replay. Last 2 starts will be on the road. All right, here's Rick Manning. 5-2 is blank on Fidrych. Manning, 6-5. He's going to fly to right. And Rusty Style puts it away. 1 down for Larvell Blanks. 6-5, another range play. Blanks, 2-2. Starline 4, ground ball to short. I'm sorry, ground ball to second. Range play on Scribner is a 3. And he fails it, so it's another failed range play. Defense letting Fidrych down quite a bit in this game. He's got a 1 for an attempt. 20's chance for a pickoff. Need a 1. And there's no pickoff, so status quo. Blanks will be staying at first base. Double play depth for the Tigers. Here's Rico Carty. And that's a 1-2 strikeout chance. Carty's an 11. That's way too high. 6-6. Single pass second base. So Carty with a single pass second, S4 to get from first to third. On an S4, you need a 3 or higher base running rating. Blanks is a 3. So, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if the infield is halfway, the BR rating of the runner goes down 1. And it does. So that means he will not make it because his BR rating drops to a 2 when he's being held on or they're playing halfway for double play depth. So let me correct myself. He did not make third base. He stays at second. So that's runners at first and second with 1 down for Boog Powell. Nothing on the strategy roll. Infield again, double play depth. Trying to turn 2. 4-3 is one of the star lines. I'm sorry, I was looking at 3-4. 4-3 is a single, but he's not tired. Move on to Powell. 3-1 against a right-hander. That's a ground out to second base. Double play chance. He's a 3. It increases to a 4. Shortstop has nothing on the pivot. 1-4 is a double play. And it is. 4-6. I'm sorry. 4-6-3. Double play ends the inning. Fidrych needed that one to get out of that jam. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 2-0 Indians. And Rick Waits, who's only got a fatigue rating of 23. He's faced 18 batters to this point. But he is pitching a shutout, so got to keep that in mind as well. Here is Scribner, top of the order. 5-3. That's a potential error if a throw is needed. That's a 4-3. That's a ground ball to third. Throw will be needed. Error rating of the third baseman Bell is a 9. That's a 16. Way above the 9, so Bell does make the play. 1 away, and that brings up Ogilvy. 2-1, range play at Tiger Stadium. 1-3, that is a ground ball to third. We're checking the range of Bell. Bell is a 4. And he gets to it easily. So 2 down. Buddy Bell making both those plays. Here's Rusty Staub. Tigers starting to run out of innings. 2-6 is blank on Waits. 4-4. And against the lefty, that's a ground out to short. Ends the inning. So we go to the 7th. Still 2-0 Indians. Fidrych back out to face George Hendrick. 2-2 is a blank. We go to Hendrick's card. 1-6, he's going to fly to center. 1 down, and that'll bring up Buddy Bell. 6-2, range play again at Tiger Stadium for Buddy Bell. 1-3 is a ground ball to third. We're checking the range of Mankowski. He's a 3. And again, they failed a range check. Boy, the defense is just letting Fidrych down left and right with these failed range checks. All right, 1 attempt for Buddy Bell, and nothing's happening. Infield double play depth for Tommy Smith. 6-3, and that's a strikeout chance. 11 is too much. Go to Smith's card, 3-3. Ground ball to first could be a double play. He's a 2, becomes a 3 with them playing halfway. So 3 or less, it's a double play. And it is. 3-6-3, they turn it. Second double play in a row turned by the Tigers. Consecutive innings keeps the game close. 7th inning stretch time we go. It is still 2-0 Indians. Waite's still out there. He's pitching a shutout. Why wouldn't he be? Here's Willie Horton. In fact, he's only given up 2 hits. So 2-3 is a potential walk. That's a 6. And that will be a leadoff walk to Willie Horton. So Willie Horton draws the leadoff walk. He certainly has no attempt rating, so we won't do anything there. We'll check for a pickoff. And there's no 20, so no pickoff. Here's Mickey Stanley, infield double play depth. 5-3, and that's a potential error on a throw, if a throw is needed. Stanley, 1-2. That's going to be a single past second, so there won't be a throw needed because the outfielder never throws on these things. It's always determined by the base runner. So the single to second, you got to have a 3 or better to get to third, and of course Horton is only a 1, so he's definitely not going anywhere. Plus it was double play. He really has a 0 because the infield was halfway. So first and second, nobody out. And maybe the Tigers have something going here. Bullpen for the Indians now all of a sudden, as now Waits has faced his 23 batters. So he's subject to fatigue going forward. And his fatigue number is a 2-2 right here and 1-4. Those are the 2 numbers that can get him. They do have right-handed action in the bullpen. Stan Thomas, a right-hander, is loosening. But right now they're going to let Waits keep going. Check for the pickoff attempt, and there is none. So Marvin Lane steps up. Now, do I pinch hit for Marvin Lane? That's the question. Late in the game, I think they probably would pinch hit for Marvin Lane. So we're going to get Marvin Lane out of there. And let's see how we're going to play this. We're going to have... They don't have a whole lot in the outfield. They're going to go with Alex Johnson. He's the best hitter they got off the bench, I think, other than LaFleur. Trying to save LaFleur, I guess. So Alex Johnson, and he'll stay in the game to play left field. Although he's not very good. But they want his offense, not his defense right now. So Alex Johnson is up. Alex Johnson is up. Infield double play depth. Waits to Johnson, 4-2. Double question mark against a right-hander. That's a 1-19 for a single. That's a 17. It's an SI1, or S1, I should say, not SI1. I guess you'd call it SI1 if you wanted. Score from second. Everybody scores from second, so even the slow-running Willie Horton will score. So he will score on the single to pass the mound. To get to third, you need a 4 through 6, and Mickey Stanley does not have that. Well, he's got a 4. He actually does have a third. So let's see here. But the infield was halfway, though. But he's a trail runner, so I'm thinking he's going to get there anyway. Holding the runner has nothing to do with that. So that is a single, puts runners on the corners. So Alex Johnson comes through. He's got an attempt of 4. Actually, it's 3 because of -1 from Waits, but nothing's happening. So Mankowski, the batter. Mankowski in a big spot. Let's see what they do with Mankowski. They may pinch hit with Ron LaFleur here. So Ron LaFleur is going to pinch hit, and we'll get some maneuvering here as Mickey Stanley will take over at third base, and LaFleur will take over in center field. As we get the logistics taken care of, but this is a big spot for the Tigers. They got to use the best they have at their disposal. So LaFleur is the batter, but that's going to be it for Waits. He's going to leave. With that move to the right-handed batter, they're going to bring in Stan Thomas from the bullpen. Stan Thomas, 4-4 with a 2.30 ERA and 6 saves, will be the new pitcher for the Indians as both managers' wheels are turning in the dugout. So LaFleur now is up. And there is a pickoff attempt here of a 1-2 on Alex Johnson, so we'll roll for that. There's no 20, so no pickoff. So here's LaFleur. Infield is at double play depth. There's nobody out with runners at the corners, so the Indians need an out. So they'll play for the double play. They need outs, multiple. 5-4, though, that is a potential home run right off the schneid here. 5-4 is a home run against a lefty that's been a strikeout. Against a righty, that's a home run chance. That's a 9. His home run's a 4, so it will not be a home run, but we will finish up on LaFleur's card. But almost a home run. 5-4 for LaFleur is going to be a single pass first base, so that will tie the game. As Stanley comes in to score, we are tied at 2. And on an S3 to get from first to third, all you need is a 2 or better. Now, Alex Johnson was being held. He's a 3, but he was being halfway, so that makes him a 2, but that still qualifies. So runners are again at the corners. But we're tied at 2, and now the infield's going to have to come in. They have no choice. And here's Bruce Kim and now Rick Waits. Actually, as well as he's pitched, if Johnson scores, he might be dinged for a loss. We never know. We'll do a pickoff chance on LaFleur. Nothing. Well, actually, we need to do a... Actually, that was a 5, so it's going to be a stolen base attempt because he's has an attempt of 8. -1's a 7. That was a 5 on the D20, so actually LaFleur's going to try to steal. Almost missed that. He's a 15, +1 makes it a 16. Fosse's a 0. 1 to 16, he scores. Or he not scores, he goes to second. That's a 15. He just did make it. So stolen base for LaFleur. That takes the double play out of the equation. And now the infield definitely in. Won't be any more pickoff chances. They're just going to pitch to Kim and hope they can keep the base runners on base. 4-2. He needs a strikeout. Didn't get it. 3-2 would have been a strikeout chance, but not 4-2. 4-2 is blank. Here's Kim. 2-5. Ground ball to second. Infield again is in, which takes 2 away from Alex Johnson. He becomes a BR of 1, so he will just hold. He's not even going to try anything with that, especially with nobody out. So it's just a routine ground out. Runners hold. And now that brings up Mark Wagner. Infield in again. Same situation. 1-4, and that's a potential walk, and he will walk. That'll load the bases. So now the bases are loaded for Chuck Scrivener. And the Indians again have action in their bullpen as they have Don Hood, a lefty, loosening because we're going to get to Ogilvy and Staub very shortly. So Scrivener's probably the last batter that Thomas is going to get to face. Bases loaded, 1 out, tied at 2 here in the 7th. 5-2. Infield is still in, by the way. 5-2 is going to the ballpark card. So ballpark card for Chuck Scrivener. Ballpark for Chuck Scrivener. I wasn't doing a strategy roll because I'm not going to pick anybody off third base or any of that mess. So it's 5-2. It's going to be a ballpark check at Tiger Stadium. 5-2 again is a home run to the pull side. That's a 10, way above Scrivener. He's only got a 6. So it won't be a home run to the pull side, but it will be, I'm thinking it's an automatic sacrifice fly. I'm pretty sure it is. Or am I thinking of Stratomatic when you don't get the home run, it's automatic sacrifice fly? I don't think it's automatic. I think you got to check for it. So the pull side is left field. Left fielder is Hendrick, who's got a 0 arm. Well, the sacrifice fly rating is on Scrivener's a 0, so we can't use him. But we can check the run rating of the runner on third, Alex Johnson, who's a BR rating of 3. So, with a BR rating of 3, he can still score on sac fly with a 3 or less. It's a 6. He's out. Unbelievable. They threw him out trying to score, and the score stays tied. I hope I did that correctly. I should have the rule book in front of me on this, because some of these little idiosyncrasy rules for flyouts and whatnot, can be a little bit tricky. But I'm trying to think on the ballpark. I don't think there's anything that says that the sacrifice fly is automatic. I'm almost positive it is not automatic. So I'm going to count it as a double play. That's a fly to left for out number 2, and then Johnson is out 7-2 to complete the double play, and we stay tied at 2. So Rick Waits gets off the hook for the loss, that's for sure, and he has got a no decision out of it. Stan Thomas's day is done, and Don Hood will be coming on to pitch, or it could be LaRoche if the Indians get the lead. So we'll wait and see. If the Indians score here in the 8th, they'll bring in LaRoche. If they don't score, they'll bring in Don Hood. Right now, Fidrych is up, and he's confused about the whole thing like I am. He's faced 26 batters, so he's still good to go. Facing Ray Fosse, and let's clean up the defensive situation because Mickey Stanley moved from center field to third base, and his third base rating is a 3 and a 5. Same as his outfield. And Alex Johnson takes over in left with a 1, 8, and a 1. Not very good, but they're going to take a chance because they needed the offense, and he provided it for them. I mean, he got a big base hit for him, so take what you can get to get there. Here's Ray Fosse. Fidrych to Fosse. 1-2 is a strikeout chance, but 9 is too much. Fosse, 1-3, question mark 7. That's an 18, though. And against a right-hander, only a 1 to 8's a hit. That's an 18, which means he just flies to left for out number 1. And we flip the order over to Dwayne Kuiper. 2-4, and that's a possible error on a throw. 2-5, ground ball to second, chance for an error. Scrivener is a 7, but that's an 8. So this time he sneaks it through, or sneaks it over there without the error. And there are 2 down. Now we could move. Let's see. We'll wait and see on that. There's potential to move Dan Meyer to first base, move Ogilvy out to left field, and take Johnson out of the game, but we'll wait and see on that. This game could go extra innings for all I know, so I got to keep my options open. Here's Rick Manning. He's 0 for 3. 6-3 is a strikeout chance. 15's too much. We go to Manning's card. And 6-2 is a ground ball to short. Wagner's got it. Innings over. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still tied at 2. And Don Hood will be the new pitcher for Cleveland. He was 3-5 with a 4.87 ERA and 1 save in 1976, and he'll be facing a couple of lefties, Ben Ogilvy and Rusty Staub. I don't know what happened to Ogilvy's card, why I've moved him out of the way. Ogilvy and Staub will lead things off, 2 lefties for Don Hood. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 2. Hood, 3-1's a blank. We move on to Ogilvy. 2-6 for Ogilvy. It's a single to left field, so Ogilvy, leadoff single. And he's got an attempt of 4. -1 from Hood makes an attempt of 3. 16, nothing's happening. So infield at double play depth for Rusty Staub. Hood, lefty to lefty on Staub. It's Tiger Stadium, going to the ballpark card. So Rusty Staub gets to hit off the ballpark card. 2-5. However, it's a ground ball to short. Could be a double play. His double play rating's a 3, becomes a 4. The pivot is a 0. So 4 or less, it's a double play. And it is. So double play. How about that? 4-6-3 on the double play. 4-6-3. I'm sorry, it was a 6-4-3. It was ground ball to short, wasn't it? 6-4-3. Not that it matters. Not keeping defensive stats. It's 2 outs. That's all that counts. Here's Willie Horton. 3-2, and that is a potential error. And we get a 1-2, which is a star line 1. Ground ball to first, but that's a 19, so Boog Powell's error rating is only a 7. He will make the play himself, and we're going to the top of the 9th. Still tied at 2. Fidrych still in there, of course. He can face 34 batters before getting fatigued. Right now, he has faced 31. So they want to at least try to let him pitch 9 innings if possible. Now, if it goes extras, they may have to go to the bullpen. In fact, they probably will. Here's Larvell Blanks, the shortstop, to lead it off. 5-6, possible error on a grounder. 6-4, and that's a fly to right, so no ground ball error to worry about. That's just simply a fly to right field. 1 down for Rico Carty, the DH. 5-1, that's going back to Tiger Stadium again. Done that a lot. 2-3, ground ball to first. Ogilvy makes the play. He's still at first base. Haven't done the switches yet. Here's Boog Powell. 2-2 on Fidrych is blank. We go to Boog Powell's card. 1-6, he's going to fly to left, and that's going to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 2. Chance for the Tigers to walk it off and give Fidrych win number 17, if they can do it. The Indians do have Jim Kern in the bullpen loosening. if Hood gets into any kind of trouble. It'll be Stanley, Johnson, and LaFleur, a bunch of right-handers. So I think they're going to go to Kern. They're going to go ahead and make the move to the right-hander Kern. They still have LaRoche in the bullpen as well, but they're going to go with Kern. He had 15 saves, but LaRoche had 21, so I would say LaRoche is more their closer, but Kern is certainly a late-inning reliever, and he becomes the fourth pitcher for the Indians, whereas Fidrych has gone the distance, facing 32 batters so far. So top of the ninth, Mickey Stanley will be up, third baseman. Started the game in center field, switched to third base. Jim Kern, 10-7, 2.37 ERA, and 15 saves in 1976. He's trying to send us to a 10th inning. 2-3. 2-3 is a strikeout. 2-3 is a home run question mark. Home run question mark, that's a 1. So that's going to pass right here. However, Mickey Stanley has no home run power against right-handers. So no chance of a home run there at all. We can treat it as a blank. Move on to Stanley. 4-2. Ground ball to second. So Stanley, unfortunately, unable to get it done. Here's Alex Johnson. 2-3. And we're back to the home run question mark again. That's a 3. It's going to fail this time. So no home run. Plus he only had a home run of 4 anyway. But that's second time. Both times he's hit that roll. But now we're just going to Johnson's card to finish. 3-6. That's a single to center field. So Alex Johnson is a 4. And Kern's a +1. So it's a 5 for a jump. And he cannot get the jump. So the infield is at double play depth for Ron LaFleur. Kern to LaFleur, 6-3, potential walk. 18 is too much. Go to LaFleur. 5-2, that's a question mark 8. And that's a 9. So against right-handers, that's a triple. It's a walk-off triple for Ron LaFleur. And the Tigers win it 3-2 in the bottom of the ninth. How do you like that? 3-2, bottom of the ninth. Unbelievable. The 9 there relates right here. The 5-2 takes us to the question mark 8 for a drive to center field. Against a right-hander, a 9's a triple. Against a left-hander, it would have just been a double, and Johnson may or may not have scored, but the triple guarantees it. And the Tigers get the win, and Mark Fidrych now improving to 17-6, and he's only given up 1 earned run. That other run was unearned, so he's going to go 9 innings, only giving up 1 earned run, so that's going to help his ERA quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but a little bit anyway. Should drop him below 2 now for his ERA. Let's check his hits and all that good stuff. Well, the Tigers made 1 error. I don't think the Indians made any. So let's take a look about hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits for the Cleveland Indians. So 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Cleveland. For the Detroit Tigers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so the unofficial, or I guess official as it's going to get, line score. Tigers win it in a walk-off triple from Ron LaFleur. They win it 3-2 over the Indians. 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. And the Indians 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. Winning pitcher was Mark Fidrych. He improves to 17-6. Losing pitcher was Jim Kern in relief. He came in and got the first out, but then gave up a single and a triple. And that was it for the Indians. Now, Fidrych will get to see the Indians again, but next time it'll be at the Mistake at the Lake at Municipal Stadium, because his last 2 starts will be on the road. And as I flip the score sheet over for the next start against those Indians, September 28th, first game of a doubleheader, he'll be opposed by Jim Bibby, the right-hander. So there you have it. Mark Fidrych replay, 1976 style walk-off triple from Ron LaFleur. And the Tigers do it and salvage a win for the Bird. So Mark the Bird Fidrych improves to 17-6. 2 more starts in his replay. And then he'll be on to something else to tag along with the Washington Nationals Stratomatic replay. So until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, how you choose to play it. And I will see you all down the road.